There were a lot of scary stories about bad apartments, so maybe mine won't be as interesting or informative, but it did happen. So it all started with the fact that some of the dorm residents stood across the throat. I'm one of those filthy liberals myself. I unite the peoples of all countries and free Angela Davis, but I'm just sick of the antics of the guests from the sunny Caucasus. I will not describe the rooms with 3 poor and oppressed guests registered from the friendly republics of our homeland, in which 15 lived. I will not even mention the drunken Liszczenka at 3 o'clock in the morning. About the fear of the dormitory, Commandant himself to make one unnecessary remark to these highly cultured individuals. I just got sick of everything, and I moved out. By that time I was in my 4th year. I was already earning quite well and hardly studied. After a thorough search, I found an apartment through friends for a very nominal fee of 9,000 rubles. However, there was no furniture or household appliances there. I moved into my new abode and then nothing happened. No paranormal stuff, moving objects, or anything else. But after 3 or 4 months, I started having dreams. Some kind of murky ones where nothing is clear. I remember for sure that there was only a certain man. The action itself took place in a small enclosed space. For the life of me, I don't remember what he did to me. Sleep was forgotten every time a few minutes passed after waking up. And after that, there was such a bitter residue on my soul, as if, excuse me, I got smeared in feces. By that time, I was dating a girl with whom I had successfully signed and divorced in the future. And she lived with her parents. Her family was strict, so we didn't often stay together at night. Sometimes she would run away under the pretext of spending the night with a friend, and it was on such days that there were no bad dreams. Of course, I didn't draw any far-reaching conclusions back then. Only then did I understand. Probably one of the scariest cases was when I woke up at night to someone stroking my head. Rather, she does not iron, but ruffles her hair, running her whole hand down to the roots. It was nice. I didn't even open my eyes right away. I think, what did the girl come up with? Only then did I remember that she hadn't stayed today, and I was completely alone in the apartment. He jumped up as if scalded, ran all over the apartment, turned on the lights everywhere. Of course, no one. I had about 3 hours left before I got up for work, and I didn't fall asleep then. There were no more such obvious manifestations of my flatmate. Sometimes it felt like someone was watching you. That is, you are standing, for example, in the kitchen and the trembling begins to run through your body. But it's scary to turn around. You'll overcome yourself. You'll turn around. No one. Everything was dulled. It was dulled, not stopped. After 2 months, I proposed to the girl and she, with the permission of her parents, we began to live together. I still had the chance to have muddy dreams with that guy with enviable regularity. But the feeling of anxiety in the apartment during my waking hours disappeared. 6 months later, we moved into an apartment with a mortgage, which I am still successfully paying off. That was the end of the scary story about the neighbor. The dream stopped. Apparently, the friend decided not to move in with me. He stayed in the last apartment.